Why class 11th mathematics hits so hard than your class 10th mathematics? Let me guess. Class 10th felt like a smooth road. But class 11th, the moment you enter into class 11th, boom. It felt like somebody has dropped you in between the jungle with no maps and the trees around you are shouting functions, complex numbers, quadratic equations. And you are wondering that am I the problem? Spoiler alert, you are not the problem. In fact, your seniors right now currently who are sitting inside IIT Bombay, their dream college, their dream branch, they also felt the same thing. That means class 10th to 11th transition is something which is real, faced by so many students already, even the toppers. Okay. So now, if this is a problem, you have to deal it very differently. You have to handle it nicely. Otherwise, it may cost weak foundations for you. Okay. Yes. So we are going to talk about all the reasons in detail, and that is going to make you a lot more calmer. That is going to make you a lot more clearer and in control. And also, I am going to share a few tips that is going to shift your mindset. Along with that, I'm going to share you a few habits also that is going to help you in smooth transitioning from 10th to 11th. So stay tuned till the very end of the video, because in the end, I'm going to share the final tips. After addressing all the reasons, I'm going to share the tips so that 10th to 11th transition becomes quite smooth for you. Okay. All right. And if you're listening to me for the very first time, this is my brief introduction. My name is Namrata and I have over more than 10 years of teaching experience in both online and offline. And I am famous for my ninja techniques that is going to save your time in your upcoming JEE Main and Advanced examination. Okay. Now let's address the elephant in the room. Class 10th made you confident, but 11th is making you cautious. Why? So understand the nature of class 10th. You have your limited syllabus, which is inside one book, NCERT or any state board book. Limited syllabus, and the nature of board exam is something that any teacher, if he or she can analyze past 10 years, previous year question papers, he or she can give you that, okay, from this chapter, this is important. Only the data will be changed, and 70-80% of the paper is quite predictable, which is not the case with class 11th. First of all, the syllabus is vast. Okay. And the variety of questions, if you see, which is going on in the market, the variety of question, one concept, but there are multiple type of questions are created in the market. So how many patterns will you remember? So if you feel that, ma'am, I am one of the toppers of my class 10th. I am good at mathematics. Why? Because I have got good scores in class 10th mathematics. My mathematics is good. You might are missing out on one point, that class 10th scores so definitely doesn't even just reflect that your concepts in mathematics are good or not. That reality check will happen in your class 11th. Okay. So class 11th you can't just mug up the things. You can't just write the pattern. Okay, if this is asked, I will do this. Okay, you can't replicate the pattern, but you have to analyze the concept, the proof in detail. Everything once at least you have to study in detail so that you get 100% concept clarity of that particular topic. And after that, no matter what kind of question will be there, you have practiced it enough, you have mastered that topic enough so that you are able to do that. Okay. So now you have to change your mindset, because every time we say that, okay, the paper should be easy, the paper should be doable. But now you need to change the mindset. Don't wish it was easier. Wish you were better. Think about how can I become better in such a way that this concept I am studying, I am doing enough practice. Now just bring it on. Now bring it on. What kind of question are you going to bring? If you're going to bring another type of question, I will practice that. I will master that. Okay, that is the first mindset shift. I want all of you to do that. Okay, all right. Yes. So yes, I have addressed that issue that we never went in depth in class 10th. Even if we are scoring good, but do we really went in depth? Because doing a question and knowing 100% of the concept are two completely different things in class 10th mathematics. And whenever the teacher teaches also, he or she feels that the student has scored good marks in class 10th. So he might be aware about class 10th. So we can't be teaching your class 10th topics, right? So we start from class 11th. But you know what? This I am going to tell you by the end of the video. I'm going to address this issue by the end of the video. The foundation gap, you can call it, or you can call 10th to 11th transition. All right, yes. Also, now one more important reason, the next important reason is that some things which are there in your syllabus are completely new. You have not seen such topics like complex numbers. So if you see that iota, automatically your brain goes into shock value. What is this? But you know what? Whenever you see something new, please understand that your brain will find it difficult. Even if it is easy, because of the new factor, your brain will find it difficult. So what needs to be done? You have to spend good time with that particular new topic, especially in the very beginning. Otherwise, it will automatically will feel new to you. So you have to spend time so that the topic will become familiar to you. Because see, now you have studied quadratic equation in class 10th. When I teach quadratic equation, even though quadratic equation is not an easy chapter if I talk about class 11th, but students find it lot easier because there is some familiarity. But on the other hand, matrices and determinant is easier than quadratic equation. But students find it difficult. Why? Because of the non-familiarity. So understand, you have to fool your brain. Spend time with matrices and determinants and you will be like, okay, this chapter is easy. Okay. So yes, every expert was once a beginner. So when you start any chapter, you are a beginner. You spend some good time with that chapter, then you will become expert. You can master that chapter. So keep that in mind. Okay. All right. Also, one more thing I would like to address in class 10th, I feel your role is lesser and teacher's role is there. But in class 11th, teacher's role is definitely there. 30-40% is teacher's role. Teachers are trying to make you the concept very clear. But now after 30-40%, once the teacher has given you, you go back home, you have to make sure that 60% of the concept clarity is in your hands. Now you have to think, why this way? Why not this way? So there will be, especially in first 2 to 3 months, if you're going to ask a lot of whys, then gradually you will realize that your number of whys will automatically start reducing, not because you don't have questions. You will have questions, but you will have automatically your answers as well. Okay. All right. So this is one more ninja tip of the day. Okay. All right. Now one more thing. Okay. This is something which is very important. In class 10th, if you are studying that chapter, you will practice questions from that chapter. But this is not the case in class 11th, especially in case of JEE. In the world of JEE, especially in mathematics, if we see the trend, maths became multiverse chapters. Maths became multiverse. Chapters don't live alone anymore. Now, if you are studying sequence and series, okay, perfect. Now you are studying quadratic equation, you will get a question where sequence and series and quadratic equation are combined. So if you are good at quadratic but not good at sequence, then you won't be able to crack that question. So that is why the difficulty level is increasing. So my suggestion to that will be, see, do not get scared first of all. Think this as an opportunity to grow your brain. Connections are the key to creativity. So you know what, if you just do that hybrid question, which is involving 2 different chapters, then you will be very much confident. Okay, one question, 2 chapters, if you are able to solve it, 2 chapters validation you are getting. You are becoming more confident that okay, I am mastering 2 chapters. Okay, and one very important thing, in class 11th, what happens in class 10th, basically you have taught something, this is the question, teacher will solve on the board, you will like, okay, this is the process, step by step process, and she or he will give you another similar type of pattern question, only the data change, and you'll be able to do that. So there you have not faced failures till class 10th. It has become smooth. Now you are habitual. Now your ego has boosted. Okay, I to know everything, I can solve almost every question. 99% question are solvable by me. But now in class 11th, every third question, every second question you are getting stuck at. And you are like, you're getting frustrated. You feel that, okay, it is not happening. It is not happening by me. Okay. So understand, you are not failing. This is a process. Every JEE aspirant go through this process. This is the path. And you feel like, oh, I'm not happy with this part. Just try walking. If you're not able to walk, then just move inch by inch. You will realize that this is the only path. Toppers also went through the same path. Okay. So it is not a failure. It's upgradation. Failure is simply the opportunity to begin again. This time more intelligently. Okay. So failure is absolutely required, but you know what, just analyze where exactly are you failing and how can you tackle the same situation next time. Okay, maybe this idea doesn't click, that okay, this is the question and this is the concept which we need to apply. This doesn't click in your mind. You will be like, okay, this time I couldn't do it. Now let me make a note in my memory that this is how I failed at this particular point over here. Now next time when the situation arises, still you are failing, then there is this big problem. Okay, so make a note of your failure and learn through it, then you're going to understand. And also, if it does not challenge you, understand, JEE questions should challenge you. JEE questions should feel difficult. If it is not feeling difficult, that means you are not leveling up. So the moment it feels comfortable, you have to upgrade your level. So that is why you are in your comfort zone. JEE Maths, 11th Maths is a discomfort zone, okay? And you are scared of discomfort zone, so this is not a thing, okay? So if it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you, and change is definitely required. Class 10th and JEE is a big change, okay? One more important, especially for South Indian students, I also have a disappointment about the school timing of South Indian students. And every year I am hearing your stories that ma'am, till 7, till 6, till 5 in the evening you have your schools. After that you have limited time for your JEE preparation. So much syllabus, very little time. It's definitely a challenge, I agree, and I feel for you. But so boards plus JEE is a time trap. And also we also have seen in school there is a different track going on. In coaching or in other your courses, different track is going on. So handling this, I agree, is a difficult, but this should not be an excuse, because see, once you are out of your school, nobody is going to hear that okay, I was in school, it was till 7. Nobody is going to hear this excuse. Okay, just go in the real world and just see. Nobody is asking you. I mean, you have stayed there, you have lost it, nobody is bothered. Nobody is actually asking you. So just understand, whom are you giving excuse to? Yourself. So make sure that yes, struggle is there, you have to do something about it. If there is a free period, make sure that you are stealing that time. If you have a traveling time, make sure that you are solving something. So like, you have to manage it. And how smartly you are going to manage, that is up to you. Or if you're going to go and crib about it, it is not going to work in your favor. Okay, all right. So understand, success is the sum of small efforts repeated in and day out. Let me tell you one example. Just tell me one thing. 1 raised to power 365 is 1. Okay. But now, I will just do one thing. Only half an hour of regular study. So 1.01 raised to power 365. Now you just tell me what is the value. It is way too more than 1. Okay. So just slight change you have done every day, and that is going to give you very big change. Okay. So small effort every day na, is going to give you big change. Small effort every day. And you know what? Half an hour every day for 365 days. Okay. And consistent, like continuous, if you see that, okay, I will give you last in the end, continuous hours. So if you compare that, half an hour will give you more than the continuous hours. Okay. So consistency is very greater than, very much greater than the combined, like one time thing. Okay. So success is a sum of small efforts repeated day in and day out. Okay. All right. So on the last, in the last, I just want to tell you that if it feels hard, it's good. Why is it good? Now, see, this is 10th to 11th mindset change. 10th may we always want to feel protected. No, easy things come in my way. No, if it is feeling hard, na, it's good. That means you are doing what most people are not able to do. That means automatically selecting a hard way automatically cuts down your competition. Yes or no? I'll tell you. See, suppose this is where I'm standing, and this is JEE college. Okay, any JEE, your dream college. Okay, now this is one path, very easy path, but it will take some longer time. Now this is shortcut, but so many obstruction over here. Okay, so if you are going from this path, then automatically you have reduced your competition. If you are taking a hard way, some students will not even think about preparing for JEE examination. So selecting hard way. And some people 2-3 months later will quit. Not happening. So just standing there, doing nothing, I am just standing. I will do JEE. 2 months later, I will do JEE. Few people have left, few students left and gone. No, can't happening. So just standing there, standing in a hard way, hard path is automatically cutting down your competition already. Okay, everybody, yes? Now is the time for, yes. Now is the time for the final verdict, and that is nothing but, see, 10th to 11th transition is real. I am accepting it, okay? So you need to know a few things before starting your class 11th journey. That chapters are called as basic maths, inequalities, logarithm, modulus, right? Some basic stuff you need to know before actually starting any class 11th chapter. And for that, you need some bridge between 10th and 11th. Okay, and trust me, your Ninja ma'am and the whole Vedantu JEE English team is bringing you bridge course for JEE 2027. Okay, so what you have to do if you are interested in that bridge course, especially for 2027 aspirants, comment bridge, okay, in the comment section. And if we feel that yes, there are enough students who are serious about their JEE preparation, who want to start 2027 preparation very nicely, very seriously, then we are going to provide you the bridge course sessions before we actually start with class 11th. Okay, so make sure that you are commenting and make sure that you are liking the session as well. This is me, your Ninja ma'am, signing off, and I'm gonna see you in the next video.